play a game in a few minutes. The most important thing that you're thinking about is what is the measure of the success or the failure of this system, and over time, how is this number changing? Do you see that? Do you like your mom and dad? Yes or no? Do you always like them? No. When they tell you that you cannot go out and you sneak out anyway and you come back and they ground you, you don't like your parents. That measure is dynamic. All right? So, fair enough. What is our definition of system? Our system can be Alex. Is Alex a system?
Yes.
Alex is a system. This class is a system. A manufacturing is a system. A healthcare is a system. We are going to, whether it is healthcare or manufacturing, we're going to put together a system. Tell me, how do you know when we run the first exercise, how do you know that this system is doing good or doing bad? What is measured? How are you going to measure a system? Tell me. So, in your country, you have healthcare. How do you know if the hospital is working well or not? Huh?
Efficient.
What do you mean efficient?
I mean, you can make the patients well, and they will do it in a few days, not a few months.
Okay, all right, all right. Here is, can we take this up for a minute? Don't write anything down. I just want you to put something in your mind so that when we run this exercise, TH is throughput. Throughput is what? What is throughput? Throughput is the number of patients treated in a single day. Throughput is the number of parts produced in a single day. Throughput is the amount of homework that I could do every day. This is a measure. Throughput is the number of units produced in a given day. Is that true? Throughput is what else? The number of meals that I can cook in a single day. If I was cooking a meal, is cooking 5 meals good or 10 meals good? If the meals were good, which would be better? 10. If I was treating patients and I could treat 5 patients or 10 patients, which would be better? If I was doing homework and in the same period of time, I can do 5 homework or I can do 10 homework, which would be better? Okay. This is not all, but I want you to have this concept of throughput. Throughput is the number of units produced, okay? We're not writing it, don't take any notes. Throughput, and we're going to come back to this, is a function of inventory. Watch this. I can increase throughput by 2 things. I'm going to write something here. At this moment, it doesn't make any sense. Notice I'm not putting in definitions because I'm going to cover this in a later stage for you. But I wanted you to understand what we're going to do in this exercise. This is the level of resources, this is efficiency. Okay? Which means that if I wanted to increase throughput, I want to go from 5 to 10, I can do two things. I can provide more resources, more people, more material, more cars, more everything. And if I do that, and this number is constant and this number increases, will throughput go up? Yes or no? That's one. Option number one is what? I increase the level of resources. Number two is what? Cycle time. Cycle time is from the time I start a job to the time I finish a job. This time is called cycle time. You understand? Cycle time. When I start studying to the time I finish studying. From the time I start seeing a patient to the time I end up visiting, cycle time. If I could reduce cycle time from this, watch this, from this to this, which means that I reduce my cycle time, what would happen to throughput? It will go up. So I have two things. I can add resources, or I can increase the efficiency of the system. And if I do either one, I can increase throughput, or I can have a combination of both. Do you see that? So how are you going to know how well this system is doing? You know how are you going to know? Throughput. Are we okay? Are we okay? So if anybody ever asks you, go fix something, you say to them, no, I'm not going to fix it. Why would you say that? Because you say, by what, when you say fix something, what do you mean by fixing? Unless you define that performance metric, you're going to have a very hard time fixing anything. Are we okay? Now we're going to start the thing. Go ahead. Do that stuff. Where is it? Go ahead. Go ahead. Take me to the simulation. You know what you're going to do? You're going to do nothing more than take 4 pieces of Lego. Watch this. One person is going to make the base. Thank you. Do you see the base? That's a base, right? What is it? It's this piece of Lego and this piece of Lego, and I put it together. One person is going to be making this. They're going to be sitting here. They're going to make one piece. See the next one, the top right hand? Okay? I'm not going to use the right pieces, but I'm going to show you. You see that? Top right hand? One person sitting here is going to make that. Okay? I have another person that's making the left part. They're going to be sitting here making the left part. You see that? Okay. Now, I have 3 people. This is a system. Person, person, person. What they're going to do is these 2 parts are going to come to me, to another person, and I'm going to combine them like this, and I'm going to make assembly 1. You see that? I have another person, or the same person sitting here. I take the base is the same. I take the other one, I combine them, and I make the other part. You see this? Is this a system? You think it's a system? Now, when I have these 2 pieces, this is like a shoe. This is the right foot, this is the left foot. This is what I sell to my customer. Watch this now. So I have one person making this. one person making this, one person making this, then one person doing assembly. I have two assemblies. I have this shipped to my customer. This is your system. How would you measure whether this system is good or bad? Is this okay? What is throughput? The number of parts that you will sell in 5 minutes to the customer. How many parts? So I want to judge. Let's assume you are doing this. Okay? You are doing this. You are doing this. You are combining these two together. You give it to somebody and they sell it. How many pieces do you think you can make in 5 minutes? Guess? How many? Well, how do you calculate? How do you determine? Or say, okay, how long does this take? This takes 5 seconds or 10 seconds. How long does this take? This takes 10 seconds, yes. This combined, another 10 seconds. So maybe in 30 seconds, every 30 seconds or so, I should be able to deliver what? These things. Is this true or not? So here what we're going to do is, so I would assume that you could sell in 5 minutes at least 20 pairs, 30 pairs. Is that correct? Would you agree? Now, Enrique, how do you want to divide the teams?
2 teams of 15 each.
So where are the stations?
We're spread out, some over that side, some over this side.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Okay. You find base assembly. Where's base assembly on this side?
Somebody took the sign, but it should be where you guys are sitting. So
Sit right there.
I cannot find, yeah, you can stay there.
Sit there. Watch this. Who is he? Who is he? He's this. You are on this side, base assembly. Where's base assembly?
It's right here.
So go on back there. This is base assembly.
No, you leave it there.
You notice what we're doing, right? We're designing the system. All right. The next is, what do we call it? Top right part, long
Long arm.
arm. Is that what it says, long arm?
The right arm is.
Right arm.
Yeah.
You are right arm. This is the right arm. You are right arm. We have the left part, the left arm. Is that what we call it, Enrique, now?
Yep.
All right. You, let's go up here, are the left arm. Where's the left arm?
Here.
Here, over here.
You stay there. You are the left arm. You now have final assembly. Right? Where's assembly?
There's 2 assemblies.
Yeah.
So one assembly is right here,
All right.
and another one back there,
We have 2 assemblies.
for left and right.
Ooh. Okay. So let's do this. You are assembly right there. You already have a job, right?
No.
What are you doing? Assembly. You already have it? That's one assembly. Where's the assembly on this?
Should be nearer. Yeah.
Oh, there goes.
There's one assembly
Left
here
assembly.
and one back there.
And would you take the right assembly. Yes.
So base is gonna be here.
We need another person to do another base part.
See, I am designing the system. Your job is to tell me if this system is
Here
good,
is base.
and if it is not good, how do you tell me it's not good? And then, what is it that you're gonna do to fix this system? So let me design the first system. Okay? Or we can be close to each other, but at this moment, I don't think being close to each other is the key. We believe that's the key. So, Enrique, what do we have? Quality inspection?
Quality inspection, where the red and black boxes are being inside.
All right, who doesn't have a job? Quality inspection. You go into shipping. Come over here, shipping. All right, and you, right here, are you in good shape?
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, I'm on
Oh, your left arm. Right here, this young lady right here. You have a job? Come up here. Are you in good shape? Say yes. You're gonna do a lot of running. You know who this person is? The person that moves the material. Who doesn't have a job on this side? You don't have a job? Station, right here. Okay. You are the material handler. Where's quality inspection?
quality there, shipping, and then we need.
Quality. You are here. And we are looking for material handler. You are the material handler. Come on up here. Who doesn't have a job at this point? Raise your hand. You are the supervisor of this area. Supervisor. You are the supervisor of this area. Supervisor. You supervise. Very important job. Who else doesn't have a job? You are the plant manager on this side. You are the plant manager on this side. So come up front. Who else doesn't have a job? You are the accountant on this side. You are the accountant on that side. Who doesn't have a job? You, well, hold on. You are the owner on this side. You are the owner on this side. Okay? Are we good? So we still have a couple of people that don't have a job, right? You two are the technical advisors. I need to show you what you're going to do. Come on up here on this side. Who doesn't have a job here? You two are the technical advisors on that side. So everybody has a job? Everybody has a job. Technical advisor. Give them the yellow. Give one of them the yellow piece and one. Who are the technical advisors on this side? Technical advisor, where they go? Come on over. All right. Talk to Enrique about your job. What you're going to do.
Our technical advisors.
One is a timekeeper, one's a yellow. Okay. Everybody has a job. You don't have a job? You don't have a job? Don't worry, come up here. Huh? Now, everybody has a job. I am trying to understand the system. You stay with me. Everybody, you understand? Okay, where are the accountants? What happened to the accountants? Come up here. Where's the accountant on this side? You, at the end of the exercise, will go and measure certain things. Are we okay? What, are we ready? All right, everybody, how many people do we have on this team? 15. How many people do we have on this side? 15. I am having 15 people on each side do this. Watch this. This is the purpose of the 15 people. 1, 2, then I take this and I combine it 3, then I have another one like this 4, and I sell it. I don't have a lot of what? Activity. But I've got 15 people allocated to that activity, 15 people allocated to this activity, and I can tell you that my guess is that you will in 5 minutes not get a single pair out of this system. That's my bet. You have to prove me wrong. I'm saying to you, 15 people try to produce 2 things, to sell as a left and a right to a customer. You will not deliver more than you. I don't think you're going to deliver 1, but I can guarantee you that you're not going to deliver more than 5. 15 people in 5 minutes. What's 15 times 5? 75. In 75 minutes, not a single piece is going to be sold. You want to make a bet? So this is where I have to make some money. All right, how many people want to bet with me? Bet with me. It is your system, you're going to run it. Now, here are the rules. First, please take a look at this. So if you're the base assembler, where are the base assemblers? Please make a sample for yourself. Make a sample. Make 2 samples, please. Would you please make right arm on each side, please make a sample. Take a look at that and make a sample. Okay, keep those in a minute. You have a sample? Make 2, please. Right, who is on this side? Right. Please make 2 samples. Just like that, so we know that it's correct. We got it? Now, assembler, who is the final assembler?
2 assemblers.
2 assemblers, where are
One is right in the back,
okay.
right assemblers, and the left assemblers.
Okay. Would you please come up here, where's the assembler? Would you come here and get a good sample, each of you, all the assemblers, come and get a sample of the material that you're supposed to be making. Are we okay? So base, get a base from them.
No base.
Base. Get a right arm, put it together, and now who is doing the right arm?
Right
Arm
arm.
assembly.
Him.
Okay? See, get a base from him. Give him a base. Watch this. You do the same thing. Come on down. Get a right arm from him. Put it all together. Does it look like that? Say yes. All right. That is your sample. If it's wrong, everything is going to be defective. Make sure it is exactly according to that thing. All right? That was a right. Left, who's doing the left?
Him in the corner.
Huh? The young lady right here?
No, she's quality behind. That's left arm and that's left assembly.
Okay, left assembly. Your left assembly. Would you please come and get a base and get a left arm and put it
No,
together?
there.
You do the same on this side. Whoever the assemblers are, make sure you have a good part and you know what a good part looks like.
That's not actually, give me, can I see that? Yeah, this is good. I think
Are we?
yeah. Could you put it together? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. Hmm? The right is the long.
But in
Here.
Yeah, yeah.
That's correct. Because watch what she's saying. Is this correct? This is the long arm, right? Long arm. When I put it up on the top, does it look correct?
But I'm on something too. I'm on something too.
She's the left.
Okay, so then you do assembly two. Very different. Because then you're gonna take the short arm and put it on the other side.
So the left arm is there. Okay,
Oh, okay.
That's where you have to make sure you know how to do it.
so give her back the,
So now,
so you get the.
okay, everybody okay? So we set up a system. Yes? Here's the rules. Everybody that has baskets in front of them and are going to be making parts can only make parts in tens. Give me a second. So I cannot send one piece. I have to make 10, 10, 10, right? 10 pieces. Then I call the material handler. Where's the material handler? You must know what to take where. You know what to take where? You sure? You sure? Whenever you have 10, you cannot put 9 or 11. You only can send 10 at a time. You will call him and he will take this material to the next station. You know what to do? Sure. All right. Who's the material handler here? Don't accept anything but 10. You have to count and say 10, and you know what to do to who. All right. Base assembler, we can take into the final. Who are the two finals? Raise your hand. From there to either there or to there. Okay. Okay. Where's the right arm? You're the right arm assembly. This to that. Left arm where? See that left arm? Okay. Where's quality? After you're done with the final, where's the final? Where's the two finals? From final to quality. You check against this. And if you find a single error, I want you to yell at everybody. Are you good at yelling?
Yes.
Who's the quality inspector here? You are. Are you good at yelling? Can you yell? Can you yell? Huh? I want you to yell. If you find a single mistake, I want you to yell. And if you find a mistake, you don't send it anywhere. Where do you send it? Send it back. Whoever needs to fix it, fix it.
Entire batch.
Entire batch.
Whoa, okay.
Entire batch will not move forward if there is a single mistake in what you're doing. Are we okay? And you will yell. You say, what is going on? Like this. Try. Try. Let me see.
What's going on?
No, this is not good. No, this was very bad. No, like this. What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Are we good? Do you know? Now, notice what I've done. We have set a system. A system. We don't know whether the system is good or not. It's a system. A system has to be measured. All right? And we'll figure that out in a few minutes. But does everybody know what we need to do? Advisors. Where are my advisors? The advisors?
Technical advice?
Technical advisors. You know what to do? And you keep track of what you think is wrong with the system. Where's the technical advisors? You do what you need to do in terms of timing, but you keep an eye and tell me what's going on. Where's the supervisor? No, you're not. Are you supervisor? You're a supervisor for this side?
No, there's a server. I'm here.
We got. All right. You have two supervisors. You're a supervisor.